everyone. Welcome back to Talk English Now. I'm Maya, and I'm here with Aiden and our expert, Sophie. Today we're talking about something that really makes a difference. How to speak English without thinking, without translating in your head. Sounds impossible, right? But it's not. Let me start with a quick story. Last week, I was at a coffee shop and saw a group of travelers. One girl was from Japan. She ordered coffee in English, answered questions, joked with the barista, all so quickly. No pause, no no looking for words. It looked so easy, almost automatic. And honestly, I felt a bit jealous. I mean, how does someone get there? Why do so many of us freeze or translate in our head when we try to speak English?
Yeah, I get what you mean, Maya. Sometimes even people who know a lot of English still hesitate before they speak. It's like their brain is doing all this extra work before letting the words out. That slows everything down.
Exactly. And that's why today's episode is so important. We're sharing 10 mind-blowing secrets that can help you finally break this habit. Imagine being able to answer fast, ask questions, or tell a story in English without overthinking, just like a native speaker.
This is a big one. Guys, most learners think it takes years to stop translating, but that's not true. There are real steps you can start using today, even if you're a beginner. You don't need a perfect accent or huge vocabulary. You just need to shift your habits, little by little.
So before we dive into the secrets, let's ask, why does this matter so much? Why is not thinking while speaking English such a game changer for learners?
Here's why. When you're always translating, you miss your chance to connect. The conversation moves on, and you're still stuck on the last sentence. You might feel shy, embarrassed, or even avoid speaking. But when you can speak without thinking, without translating, you become confident. You join the conversation in real time. It's more fun, less stressful, and you actually sound more natural.
And it means you don't have to memorize every grammar rule. You just respond like in your first language.
That's right. It's about trust. Trusting your English, even when it's not perfect, is the real key.
So let's get started. We'll share the first secret, and it's something most textbooks never teach.
Ready? Here we go. Secret number 1, stop worrying about mistakes. This sounds simple, but it's huge. When you're afraid of making mistakes, your brain puts on the brakes. You start double-checking every word, every grammar rule, and suddenly you freeze.
Think about kids learning their first language. They make mistakes all the time, funny mistakes. But they don't stop to correct themselves every time. They just keep going. And that's how they learn so fast. If you can start to accept your mistakes, even laugh at them, your brain will relax. And then English starts to come out more naturally.
That's so true, Sophie. Actually, I remember when I was learning French, I was always so scared of making mistakes. It made me so slow, and honestly, I never enjoyed speaking. But when I finally let go and just started talking, even if it sounded weird, everything changed.
And people are usually happy you're trying. They don't care about little mistakes.
Exactly. So, practice saying things out loud, even by yourself. Talk to your pet, your mirror, or record your voice. Don't aim for perfection. Aim for flow. The more you do this, the more your brain learns to trust your English voice.
Great tip, Sophie. So that's the first secret. Let go of mistakes. What's next?
Secret number 2, learn in phrases, not just words. When you memorize whole phrases, like, "Can I get a coffee, please?" or "What do you do for fun?" your brain starts to treat English like a series of blocks, not separate pieces. That's how fluent speakers sound smooth. They don't build every sentence from scratch. They use ready-made blocks.
Yes, this is powerful. If you just learn single words, you always have to stop and connect them. But if you learn phrases, you can use them right away, in real conversations. Try repeating common phrases every day, out loud, until they feel automatic.
That's so useful. Actually, let's practice together. If you're listening, try repeating after us. Could you help me with this? Ready? Let's say it together. Could you help me with this?
Nice. Try this one. Sorry, I didn't catch that. Can you say it again? Go ahead, say it out loud with us.
When you make these phrases automatic, you'll notice something amazing. Your brain skips the step of translating, and you just respond.
So that's 2 secrets already. Stop worrying about mistakes and start using phrases. Want more? Keep listening because the next secret is something you can practice even if you're totally alone. Ready for secret number 3?
Alright, so secret number 3, talk to yourself in English. It sounds a bit strange, but trust me, it works. You don't have to wait for someone to practice with you. Start describing your day, your feelings, even what you see around you in English.
Exactly. For example, if you're making breakfast, just say out loud, I am making tea. Now I am adding sugar. You can narrate your actions. If you see a dog on the street, say, that dog looks happy. The goal isn't perfect grammar, it's to make English part of your thinking.
And you can do it anywhere, on the bus, while walking, even in your head if you're shy. This helps your brain switch from your first language to English, step by step. It's one of the fastest ways to stop translating every sentence.
Yeah, I used to do this when I was learning Spanish. At first I felt silly, but then it just got easier. It helped me think faster.
Let's do a mini practice right now. I'll say a daily routine, and you can repeat after me or just listen and imagine doing it. Ready? I wake up. I brush my teeth. I get dressed. I make breakfast. I leave the house. Try to say these lines out loud. The more you do it, the more natural it feels.
Another great thing is to add your feelings. For example, I feel tired today. I'm excited for my meeting. When you add feelings and thoughts, your English becomes more personal, more automatic.
And you can ask yourself questions too, like what should I eat today, or did I finish my homework? These simple questions help you practice thinking in English.
I love that. And the best part is, nobody's judging. You can make as many mistakes as you want.
Right. And if you ever get stuck, just use what you know. Don't try to translate a perfect sentence, just say it simply.
So secret number 3 is make English your inner voice, even if it's just for a few minutes each day.
Let's move on. Secret number 4, shadowing. This is a favorite of language learners everywhere. Shadowing means listening to a native speaker and repeating what they say, almost at the same time. It's like being their echo.
Yes, shadowing is powerful because you learn rhythm, pronunciation, and real phrases, not just words on a page. You can use podcasts, YouTube videos, movies, or even this podcast. Listen, pause, repeat. Try to match the speed, intonation, and energy of the speaker.
Let's give it a try. I'll say a short sentence, then Maya, you repeat after me, and everyone listening, you do it too. Ready? I really like learning English.
I really like learning English.
Speaking every day makes me more confident.
Speaking every day makes me more confident.
If you practice shadowing 5 minutes a day, you'll start to sound more natural and stop overthinking every word.
Plus, you'll pick up on real pronunciation, those little sounds that connect words.
That's so true. When you shadow, you stop focusing on grammar and start focusing on flow.
Exactly. And if you miss a word or mess up, don't worry. Just keep going.
So now we have 4 secrets. Stop worrying about mistakes, learn phrases, not just words. Talk to yourself in English practice, shadowing native speakers.
Let's dig into secret number 5, react, don't plan. When you're in a conversation, try to respond quickly, even if your answer is simple. Don't plan your whole sentence in your head before speaking.
This is a hard one, but it's life-changing. For example, someone asks, "How are you?" Don't try to think of a fancy answer. Just say, "I'm good, thanks. How about you?" Or "A bit tired today, but okay." When you react, you train your brain to choose English first, instead of your own language.
You can practice this by playing quick answer games. For example, Aiden, I'll say a question and you answer immediately. No thinking, okay?
All right, I'll try.
What did you eat for breakfast?
Toast and eggs.
What's your favorite movie?
Inception.
See, it's not about perfect English. It's about being ready to react. Listeners, you can do this too. Ask yourself a question, then answer right away. Even one word is fine.
Yes, the key is speed, not perfection. It's like a muscle. The more you use it, the stronger it gets.
All right, we're halfway through our list, but these first 5 secrets alone can help you start thinking in English and stop translating. Let's quickly recap before we move on. Don't be afraid of mistakes. Use and repeat real phrases. Talk to yourself out loud or in your mind. Shadow native speakers every day. Practice reacting quickly with simple answers.
We've got 5 more mind-blowing secrets coming up. And honestly, some of these can change the way you learn forever. Ready to go on?
Let's keep going. Here's secret number 6. Connect English to your emotions. This one sounds simple, but it's huge for fluency. When you link new words or phrases to a feeling, you remember them longer and use them more naturally.
Absolutely. For example, think about the word excited. Don't just memorize the word. Remember the last time you felt excited, maybe before a holiday or a big event. Say, I'm excited for the weekend. Feel the excitement as you say it.
Yeah, this really works. Sometimes when you learn with emotion, the words come back to you much faster.
So, listeners, right now, think of something you're happy about. Maybe you finished a project, maybe you're meeting a friend. Say, I'm happy about, and finish the sentence. Let your feeling come through as you speak.
You can do this with any feeling: tired, bored, nervous, proud. The more you connect English to your emotions, the more automatic it becomes.
Secret number 7 is one I love. Limit your choices. Don't try to say everything in a complicated way. Stick to simple sentences. Give your brain fewer options.
For example, instead of thinking, should I say I have arrived, or I am here now, or I just got here, or my arrival has occurred, just choose one. I'm here. It's fast, clear, and you don't waste time deciding.
That's such good advice. Learners often slow themselves down by searching for the perfect sentence. Just say what comes first, even if it's basic.
The more you practice this, the faster and more natural you'll sound.
Okay, let's pause for a moment. If you're listening, try this mini challenge. Think of a simple sentence about your day. Maybe, I'm tired. I like this podcast. It's raining. Don't think, just say it.
Great job. Every time you do this, you train your brain to choose English first.
Let's move on. Secret number 8, repeat, repeat, repeat. If you want something to feel automatic, you need to practice it again and again. Repetition makes English flow naturally.
Try this. Pick 5 useful phrases and say them 10 times each day. For example, could you help me? I don't understand. What does this mean? I agree with you.
The more you repeat, the more these phrases live in your mind. They become your go-to sentences. No thinking needed.
Repetition is the secret sauce for fluency.
All right, we're almost there. But before we give you the final 2 secrets, let's hear from Sophie. What's one mistake learners make when trying to think in English?
Honestly, it's trying to be perfect all the time. Perfection is the enemy of fluency. Focus on being understood, not on sounding perfect.
Such a good reminder. So let's get to the last 2 secrets.
All right, we've made it to the last 2 secrets. These are often the missing piece for learners who still feel stuck. Ready for secret number 9? Here it is. Surround yourself with English, everywhere, all the time. This doesn't mean moving to an English-speaking country. It means filling your daily life with English as much as possible.
Yeah, it's about creating an English environment no matter where you live. Change your phone settings to English. Follow English pages on social media. Listen to English podcasts, watch shows, even read menus or signs in English if you can.
The goal is to make English the language you see and hear most. If you check your phone 100 times a day and it's in English, you pick up words without even trying. If your YouTube recommendations are English videos, you start learning from just a few minutes here and there.
And this really works. I remember when I set all my apps and social media to French while I was learning. At first, it was confusing, but pretty soon I just started recognizing words without even studying.
Same for me with Italian. Even when I was tired, I'd watch cartoons or funny clips in Italian. Sometimes I didn't understand everything, but it helped so much.
Exactly. It's about passive learning. You don't have to study hard every second. Just surround yourself with the language, and your brain will do some of the work for you.
So if you're listening now, look around. What's one thing you could switch to English today? Maybe your favorite song playlist, your phone's language, or even your shopping list. Try it for a week and notice the difference.
All right, here comes our final secret, secret number 10. Celebrate small wins. Most people forget this one, but it's huge. If you wait until you're perfect, you'll never feel good enough. But if you celebrate every little thing, every sentence, every time you answer quickly, every time you understand a movie joke, you start to enjoy English. You feel more confident, and that keeps you going.
Yes. Progress is about tiny steps. Maybe today you understood a new word, or you answered a question faster than before. Celebrate that. Tell yourself, "Hey, I did it." Write it down if you want. Those small wins add up.
Let's do it right now. Aiden, tell us a small win you had when you were learning.
Oh, for sure, when I had my first real phone call in Italian and didn't panic, that felt amazing. It wasn't perfect, but I understood and answered, and I celebrated with pizza after.
Perfect example. And you, Maya?
For me, it was the first time I made someone laugh in French. It was just a silly joke, but I realized, wow, I can connect with people in another language. That gave me so much confidence.
And listeners, your turn. What's one small win you had this week? Maybe you answered a question in English, or understood a word on TV, or just listened to this podcast. Celebrate that.
You're doing amazing. So, let's do a quick recap of the 10 mind-blowing secrets to speaking English without thinking. Don't worry about mistakes. Learn and use real phrases. Talk to yourself in English practice. Shadowing native speakers react quickly. Don't plan every word. Connect English to your emotions. Limit your choices. Keep it simple. Repeat, repeat, repeat. Surround yourself with English. Celebrate every small win.
If you use even a few of these, you'll start to notice changes. It won't happen overnight, but bit by bit, your English will become faster, smoother, and more natural.
And remember, everyone feels stuck sometimes. If you keep going, you'll get there. It's not about speaking perfect English, it's about connecting, enjoying, and learning as you go.
Thank you for joining us today. If you found even one secret useful, try it this week. And if you want to keep improving, subscribe to Talk English Now for more tips, real conversations, and friendly support.
And if you have questions or want to share your progress, send us a message. We love hearing from you.
Keep practicing, and don't forget to celebrate every step. You're doing better than you think.
See you in the next episode. And remember, speak English with confidence, not with fear. Bye, everyone.